So a few days ago, the developer of Unturned, Nelson, dropped a new trailer for a upcoming curated Unturned map. It's called Buak, and they dropped a 2 minute plus trailer. And I wanna break it down and see everything we can learn about the map before it comes out. So the map is made by Deerite, also known as YouTuber Toothy Deerite in the Unturned community. But the trailer starts off with a few establishing shots showing off the different towns. But what I want to focus on is the first shot that shows how big the map is and how vertical it is. That reminds me of Germany with its verticality. And honestly, the towns look pretty good. The art style reminds me more of Unturned 2.0 than Unturned 3.0, which is nice. It's like a mix of Unturned 2.0 art style and 3.0 art style, which is cool. And yeah, let's move on. After the establishing shots of the town, it shows a diner and a lighthouse, and the lighthouse glows red, which makes sense because the whole premise of the trailer is based off the anomaly, which is an unturned urban legend. If you want to know more about the anomaly, I'll leave a Sir Addy video in the description, which perfectly explains the anomaly in Unturned 2.0. After that, they show some looting gameplay. You can see the character spawn in and break glass. And one interesting thing is that the character is breaking items, specifically deposit boxes, looting cars, and you get items from that, which is interesting. So I'm guessing, just like Arid, you can easily break items and you can get loot, which is honestly very good. And then afterwards, we see that they're raiding safes with charges, which is probably the first time a charge has been used in a non-raiding situation. That's gonna be a good thing to keep note of for this map. It seems like those saves are very important for the story and the quest. So that's a very interesting new gameplay mechanic and a new interesting way to use charges. After that, we get a look at the Mineshaft. Now this Mineshaft is pretty simple, it becomes completely dark. One interesting thing is that the character seems to be wearing some type of oxygen tank on their back. I don't know if that's just a cosmetic, but then also they have blue stones, which I'm guessing is like the equivalent of the blue crystals in Elver or the red ingots in Arid, which is very nice. A way to fortify your base beyond what's normal. After that, we got our first look at the zombie. Now, what I'm curious about is because you see these zombies are numerous, and you can definitely tell it's in the Scorpion 7 facility, which was shown in the mines earlier. The question is, are we gonna see these zombies everywhere, or in this case the anomaly, because that's what it really resembles? Are we gonna see this anomaly often, or is it only at that specific Scorpion 7 location? It definitely seems capable. It definitely seems like you should absolutely avoid this man because he seems very dangerous. So that is something I'm curious about. Is he the normal zombie mob, or is he going to be not? Is he going to be the special zombie that you see around the Scorpion 7 area, and probably when you're doing your quest? I'm guessing when it comes to quests, it's gonna be the most important part. The next frame we see is the player getting chased by a hostile moose. This is a good sign because I felt like in the past couple of Unturned maps, we've had absolutely no wildlife at all. I don't recall having any wildlife. So it's nice to have wildlife in the game. I feel like a lot of map makers completely forget that the wildlife is a feature. And it's even rarer to have hostile wildlife in the game. On Unturned Vanilla, I think only Yukon has hostile wildlife. And we can't have that, honestly. We need more hostile wildlife. Because you can't just fight zombies all the time, you know what I'm saying? At least that's what I think. But yeah, it's nice to see hostile wildlife with the moose being added in this map. The next scene we see is of our player wandering around, and then another player opens up the door and starts shooting at us to defend his base, I guess. Some things to note is the moose statue thing on top of the base. I think that's important. There also seems to be a small tree, a type of water filter, obviously a campfire, and a sign that says "Be gone." But I think the small trees, and those barrels are very important to note. I don't know if that means that you can generate your own water or if it's just like a rain barrel in the normal game. But that's interesting. And then you see the character use a syringe to heal themselves. Now the question is the syringe gonna be just a simple healing item, or is it going to be something more? Is it the best healing item in the game, or is everybody gonna spam dressings like every other one of the curated maps? So I'm interested to see how they manage the medic balance, I guess you can say. But yeah, I'm really curious. So it seems like the syringe is gonna be the main go-to item though, which is gonna be interesting. The next frame we see is of a complete base, I would say, like an absolute maximum buffed base, and there are a few details. Notice that there is a Zubeknikov or AK with a tin can suppressor on it, which is really nice. You have some pump jacks. You have a very nice custom bridge. And also, one thing I noticed on top of the roof of the building to the right, there is solar panels. So is there another power source that is not generators that run on gas? If I'm not mistaken, those are solar panels, which are really nice. Having solar panels in the game is something we haven't seen before. Also, the woman in the frame seems to be holding a sniper as well. The sniper looks nice. Looks like a Timberwolf. I don't know if that's how the Timberwolf 2.0 Timberwolf looks like, because I'll be honest, I played 2.0 for like 1 hour and then I learned about Operation Maple Leaf. So yeah, I've been a 3.0 player for a long time now. And also one more thing, I think, although it's very small, I think that is a sentry gun in the background there. So that's very important to point out. Sentry gun looks very standard, looks like a Devastator, so that's pretty nice, I would say. The next scene we see shows the character just simply walking on the road. You see the ocean on the left, but what's more important is that there is a smoking plane flying through the sky. Now my question is, because the plane is smoking, does that mean that the plane is going to crash? Is it cinematic? Is it part of a quest? Or is it just a simple airdrop animation? It's most likely just a simple airdrop animation where there's a smoking plane that drops off something. But you know, it's good to theorize that whether there is more. Because honestly, a plane crash event would be nice. But don't hold your breath for that one. So that's probably just how the airdrop is going to look like. The next scene shows the player killing a deer. Grabbing the deer, it looks like the deer's skin is collectible. And obviously just eating the deer, it's nothing special. After that we get another shot of the character holding a shotgun and just looking around. It seems like my theory about those black zombies being everywhere is a mistake. As you can see in the very bottom left corner, a normal zombie just walking around there. Aside from that, there's nothing to note here except the fact that the atmosphere and the scenery looks very nice. After that we get our first look of the safe zone. The safe zone itself, it doesn't seem like there's anything to note. They did show the very nice looking particle effects on the lights with the bugs flying around and stuff. So I think that's a good touch. But then after that we see the character going into a basement of sorts, and then we get this. After that you have the final quest, I would assume, where you see the anomaly and then you see a bunch of lighthouses around the walkway where you're heading towards the lighthouse. I really love these visuals. These look really nice. You would not think that is Unturned. And after that you get the welcome to Buak message. It's a very, very nice trailer, very well put. And I'm really hyped for this. 7th of July. It's gonna be dropping 7th of July. And that's about it. Aside from that, at the end you'll have Sorari's voiceover. But what's also important is the little soul crystal symbol. Any of you who've done the Russia Easter egg or know about it know that the soul crystal is the Easter egg you do to get the Shadow Stalker Mark II. Or no, the first part you need to do to get the Shadow Stalker Mark II Easter egg. So I'm very interested to see why they would put the soul crystal mark on there. I'm guessing you're gonna have to remember how to spell Anastasia. Maybe to unlock some secret place you need to use Anastasia or something similar to do the quest or any other Easter egg like that. But yeah, it really is a nice time to be an Unturned fan. The last couple of maps that they've been dropping have been complete fire. Ever since I don't think I think Unturned has gotten way better as a game with the map releases. But yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the trailer as much as I enjoyed breaking it down and recording it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.